Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm actually gonna do the Barbie challenge. I don't know if you guys seen this around, but I'm pretty sure you guys have. It's super popular. I think it's been popular for a while now, but I'm there on that wagon. So I'm gonna do it and see how it comes out. So I'm gonna like show you how I do, because I do kind of like want to incorporate some of like the bloody gory things that you know from that challenge, if you know what I mean, like the cosmetic surgeries and stuff. I kind of want to do that, so I'm gonna show you how I do that. It's pretty easy. I have my materials that I did buy over like maybe a year ago or two, so I'm not sure if they still work or not, but I like them. They work pretty freaking good. And I'll also be doing like an eye look, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that really quickly so I can focus more like on the gory stuff. So I'll just speed up the process for the eye look. So if you want to keep watching on how I complete this look, just keep on watching. Okay, so for the eye look, I'll be using one of my new eyeshadow products that I bought from BH Cosmetics. I am obsessed with this makeup brand. I don't know why, but it's always their eyeshadows that I usually purchase and some of their brushes, but this is one of my newer ones, my newer set of eyeshadow. It's called Fairy Lights. It has 20 eyeshadows. Yeah, I love it. Okay, to start with the makeup, I'm gonna grab a little bit of the shade Mode from my Lorella palette. I'm gonna pack that on as my transition shade, and I'll also be mixing it with this shade Radiant, this pink shade right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab one of my BH Cosmetics brushes, this one in the style 5. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab a little bit and I'll just start blending. Whenever I like to do my eyeshadow, I start blending from my brow bone and I just do like the windshield movements. I have hooded eyes, so I don't know, I just like starting there and I just work my way. So the next shade I'll be grabbing is Radiant by the BH Cosmetics palette, Fairy Lights. With the same brush, I'm gonna go ahead and swirl it and apply it on my So now I'll be grabbing one of like my more smaller, firmer brushes. I got this from Wet n Wild. I really like this. This is a crease brush. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab another shade and just mix it in. This shade is called Adorn from the BH Cosmetics, and I might mix that shade with Impulsive from the Lorella palette. This is bright pink right here. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead first apply the shade from BH Cosmetics Adorn, and then I'll go ahead and apply the other one. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and make a crease on my eyelid. I have hooded eyes, so it's gonna be a little hard, but hopefully I can pull it off. I'll go ahead and come back when I have the crease. So I already cut my crease and I did set it with setting powder, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply the glitter shade one. It's called Testy, or yeah, Testy, from on the edge. I'll just apply that. I'm gonna apply like 3 different glitter. So that's the first shade. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the second shade, this shade from my e.l.f. palette, and stack it on my eyelid. And the last shade I'll be grabbing is Illusions. This pretty shade right here. I really like it. It's cute. Now I'm gonna go ahead and blend in both of the shades, Impulsive and Radiant, in the crease, so I can just get rid of like the harsh line I created from the concealer. I'm gonna grab a tinier brush. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this tiny brush and just blend those shades in together. So now that the eye look is done, I'm gonna go ahead and complete the rest of my face. I'll be applying like my foundation, bronzer, everything. I won't record that because I use the same products in my other videos, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish that, and then I'll be back to start the other look. Okay, now let's get started to the gory part. My favorite part personally. I like the Chelsea grin, or the, I think that's what it's called, right? Or the gas low smile. Is that how it's pronounced? I don't know. The other one was like the slit throat. I can go ahead and do those looks if you guys want me to. Like, I can recreate them. Maybe not right now because, you know, we're not nowhere near Halloween. But who cares? But this would be like my third gory look that I've ever done so far. So before I do get started, let me show you what I use. Now, I did see these products in one of the videos I watched a long time ago before I got into like all these gory things. It's called the 3rd Degree silicone. Looks like this. I forgot how much they weren't that expensive actually. Now that I remember, I think I spent like 30 bucks, maybe a little less. I don't remember. I don't remember. But yes. I know you're not supposed to mix these together, but I think what they mean is like mix it like when you're grabbing the compound, using like the same thing that you're gonna grab it with, and like mixing the two products inside these inside these containers, please. Cause like I do mix it when I put it on my face, but I've actually have cross-contaminated. I don't know if it did anything to my face. I still look the same. But yeah, so I got this as like, I haven't used it much, but yeah, I don't even know if it still works. It's kind of hard. But yeah, this is, I think A goes first and then B. It's on my skin. I don't have a spatula, but I do have the end of a spoon that I'll be using. I'm just gonna grab it with this side and use it like as a spatula. So I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you guys in. So first I'm gonna go ahead and grab compound A, which is like a silicone thing. So I'm just gonna like mold it on my face. So you do have to let this dry for a bit. It does take a long while. I think it takes about an hour to dry, but I usually don't really let it dry because I'm impatient. But I'll let it dry for a bit. So what I'm gonna do is like a nose job gone wrong. Once it kind of dries, I'm gonna create a line going down. I'm gonna fill it up with blood. Okay. So now I grabbed compound B and I have some on like the end of the tweezers, and I'm just going to apply it on the first layer, which was compound A. The only thing I don't like about these things is that it's super sticky, and look at this. It's melting. I didn't let it dry. I'm just gonna do it on top. Like this. Just like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my Morphe palette and some of my Lorella shades as well, just to like create a bruising and stuff. So the first I'm gonna do like the nose part, which I'm just gonna apply some red on it. So I have my Morphe 3502 palette. If you want to see a tutorial, let me know so I can make a tutorial with this video. But I'm gonna grab some of the red shade and just put it on my nose. And then some like purple. So now I'm gonna add the blood. Now, I don't know what I'm gonna grab this blood with. Probably grab it with the end of this. So I'm just gonna grab this little rat comb and just dip the stick inside. Good thing this does not give me a hard time. That looks gross, huh? So now that I have like the gory side done, I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest with my eyeliner. Now, I'm sure as you guys know, when it comes to plastic surgery, how like they draw the lines on your face, where they like be moving up the skin or taking the skin out. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing using one of my eyeliners. I'm gonna use the Tarteist eyeliner because it is super dark and easy to work with. So I'm done like drawing the arrows on my skin and the lines as if I'm gonna get plastic surgery. So now I'm gonna go ahead and apply purple, yellow, and some reds around my skin where it would be like bloodied up and bruised.
touch me there. You can't touch my body unless I say so. Ain't your Barbie